Brethren, since we are fellow workers, we entreat you also not to receive the grace of God in vain. For he says, at an acceptable season I hearken unto thee, and in a day of salvation I help thee. Behold, now is the acceptable season. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Giving no occasion of stumbling in anything, that the ministry is not blamed, but in everything commending ourselves as ministers of God, in much patience and affliction, in necessities and distresses and strifes, in imprisonments and tumults, in labors and in vigils, in fast and in purity, in knowledge, in long-suffering, in kindness in the Holy Spirit, in love unfeigned, in the word of truth, in the power of God, by the weapon of righteousness, on the right hand and on the left, by the glory and dishonor, by evil report and by good report, as deceivers and yet true, as unknown and yet well known, as dying and behold we live, as chastened and not killed, as sorrowful yet always rejoicing, as poor yet making many rich, as having nothing yet possessing all things.
Peace be to thee that readest. Wisdom attend, let us hear the holy gospel. Peace be to all. The reading is from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke. Let us attend. At that time, Jesus was standing by the lake of Gennesaret, and he saw two boats by the lake, but the fishermen had gone out of them and were washing their nets. Getting into one of the boats, which was Simon's, Jesus asked him to put out a little from the land. And he sat down and taught the people from the boat. And when Jesus had finished speaking, he said to Simon, "Put out into the deep and let down your nets for a catch." And Simon answered, "Master, we toiled all night and took nothing, but at your word I will let down the nets." And when they had done this, they enclosed a great shoal of fish, and as their nets were breaking, they beckoned to their partners in the other boats to come and help them. And they came and filled both the boats, so that they began to sink. But when Simon Peter saw it, he fell to the ground at Jesus' knees, saying, "Depart from me, for I am a sinful man, O Lord." For he was astonished, and all that were with him, at the catch of fish which they had taken. And so also were James and John, sons of Zebedee, who were partners with Simon. And Jesus said to Simon, "Do not be afraid. Henceforth you will be catching men." And when they had brought their boats to land, they left everything and followed him.